for checking out my other video, how to make a homemade tattoo gun. But I receive quite a few questions about people that they still have doubts about how to make the homemade tattoo gun, and so I decided to make a second video so I can give you some tips and some details about the questions that they asked me. One of the questions was what kind of mechanical pencil, what size. This is, as you can see, this is 0.5, but if you can get a 0.7, if you can get it, that will be perfect. All you have to do is take the eraser out and the lead that is inside. Do not take the spring that is over here, because that's gonna help the needle go straight easily. And if for some reason the needle doesn't go in and out easily, gets stuck in it, just press the button and put a little piece of tape, so it will just help for the needle to go in and out more easy. Also, somebody asked me, why don't you use a clip, like this? Get a clip and stretch it out and use it as a needle. Well, first of all, the clip is too thick. It's not going to fit on the pen, on the mechanical pencil. It's going to get stuck in it, and then you're going to have to solder a needle at the end of it, or you're going to have to attach it with something, and it's going to be very difficult, so it's not going to work. I mean, with this tattoo gun, it's not going to work, so I mean, I don't recommend you to try it. That's why I recommend to use a guitar string. I recommend to use the thickest one, which has a copper wire around it. All you have to do is take the copper wire out and just use the wire that is inside. Make sure that it's very sharp, because if it's not sharp, it's not going to pierce the skin and it's going to hurt a lot. So get a little piece of sandpaper, sharpen it in one side, then turn it, sharpen it in the other side, and then turn it again and sharpen on the third side. That way it will be sharp on three sides and it will look like a diamond, a diamond shape. Because if you sharpen only on one side, it's going to look like a blade, and when you make a tattoo, it's going to cut the skin and it's going to hurt a lot, so it's better to have it like a diamond shape, and it will pierce even. It's not going to hurt that much. Also, the motor, the best way to get a motor is just go buy it to Radio Shack. It costs $5, and try to get the biggest you can find. 18 volts is the biggest they have, because if you get a small one, it's either gonna spin really fast, or you're gonna burn it, or a few things can happen to it. So just get the big one. The button that I put over here, sometimes it doesn't stay in place, sometimes it doesn't spin. So what you can do is put a drop of crazy super glue, over here, so it'll stay in place. Also, the cell phone charger. The cell phone charger always has an output voltage written over here. This is 5 volts, so it's a good voltage. If you get 12 or 15 volts, it's gonna burn the motor, or it's gonna make it spin really fast, and the needle is not gonna stay in place. So always try to get a big motor and a small cell phone charger, like this one over here. This one is 18 volts. This motor is 18 volts, and the cell phone charging that I'm using is 3.5. So when I turn it on, it doesn't spin that fast. So it's better to make a tattoo. It's not gonna give you too much problems. Also, the ink. This is the ink that I use, Bombay Indian ink. You can get it at Hobby Lobby or any craft store, Office Depot, Office Max. If you cannot get Bombay India ink, just get black ink, brilliant ink, waterproof. This is the ink that I use for this tattoo, so it works well, and it's not toxic. So that's in case that you cannot get the other one. I always recommend to get a professional ink, but you're gonna have to order it online. You cannot get it in a tattoo shop, because if you go and ask if they can sell you a bottle of ink, they're just gonna tell you no way. They very stingy, they very selfish. they don't want to give nothing away, so don't even try to go at a tattoo shop. You know, tattoo artists have the reputation of being very selfish and not wanting to show their skills to nobody. The switch. A lot of people ask me, how do you connect the switch? Well, it's very simple, you know. I have a little diagram over here. All you have to do is, that's your motor, that's your switch, and this is your cell phone charger, the cable. What you're gonna do is you're gonna attach one side of the cable to the motor, one side to the switch, and then you're gonna make a bridge with a little piece of wire here. That way, when you turn your switch on and off, you can control your motor at will. The switch, you can get it at Radio Shack also. It costs $2, I guess, you know, not much. As you can see, I did a little improvement on the tattoo gun. Instead of using black electrical tape to attach the motor to the spoon, I use a water hose clamp like this one over here. You can get this one at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart for like $1. You know, it's not very expensive, and just attach it. That way you can take it off and on as many times as you want without wasting a lot of black electrical tape. Well, I guess that's it. Next time I'm gonna upload a video showing you how to make a tattoo for beginners. If it's your first time making a video, I'm gonna show you how to make it, so that way it will look nice and, you know, you wouldn't mess up in your skin. So if you have any more questions, just, you know, feel free to let me know. Any comments, you know, I'm available. Thank you for watching my video once again, and peace out.